They live in the communities with the least amount of resources and highest rates of poverty in all of Los Angeles. I'm Taylor Torregano in Watts with the new funding just announced to reinvest $8.5 million back into these underserved areas and into the futures of these kids. They're making mementos as they finish up 7 weeks of summer camp. Program coordinator Annie Waters oversees about 100 kids here at the Watts Empowerment Center, a job she never anticipated falling completely in love with when she started volunteering here during the pandemic.
The need was really big, and I ended up retiring my position of my job after 22 years to just come and be a volunteer.
Annie says these kids fill her heart just as much as she pours into them. But living in one of the most underserved areas in LA County comes with a unique set of challenges. Most of these students live well below the national poverty line, and the housing project they live in is considered the poorest and least educated in all of Los Angeles. Beyond that, Annie says these kids are growing up in an environment that's just not secure. Half of this class is currently at a funeral. In the last 2 weeks alone, staff say 9 people in this neighborhood have died or been killed.
We lost a 12-year-old a week ago. But because of things like that, these kids experience a lot of loss. And so I think just the commitment and the consistency in that, them knowing when someone's coming back, them knowing when someone's going to see them again, is just really important.
But it's challenging to employ permanent staff and fund enrichment programs because this organization is run solely on donations, which is why this announcement from the LA Civil Rights Department is such big news for the Watts Empowerment Center that will receive $363,000 as part of a new city program called LA Repair. It's participatory budgeting, which means community members are the ones who get to decide which local organizations will receive part of $8.5 million. Executive Director Capri Maddox says this money will be distributed among the 9 neighborhoods that have been most impacted by structural and historic racism.
These are areas where we have food deserts. They're also the same areas where we have disparities in education levels, high unemployment, where people are rent burdened. Anything that can go wrong happens in these communities first and worse.
Annie says this money will help them provide wraparound services, creating a safe space for the kids to learn, heal, grow.
And dance.
A fan favorite here among the kids.
We like to dance and we love each other.
And with a lot of love and a little support,
Let's do it again, Briari.
staff here say anything is possible.